Hey guys, Coach Nick here with CrossFit Invictus. Today we're going to cover a little bit more of some options to get more internal rotation in your hips. Today this is almost considered like a internal rotated sleeper for your hips. What I'd like you guys to do is come into this position as wide as you can go and start off warming up the hips with some axial rotations. So I'm going to come here and try to internally rotate my femur as much as I can, then back out and squeeze those end ranges. My range isn't really good, actually, it's pretty poor. But if you guys can get the concept, so I'm rolling all the way in, making it come from the hip, then rolling back out. You can hang out in the end ranges just to kind of prime that tissue for the stuff that's going to happen later. And I'd go for about a minute, or if you feel you need to go more, go more. Then from here, you'll take one leg in, just like this, and I want you to pull all the way to your end range. If you notice, internal rotation is whatever direct, for my hip is any direction that my knee's pointed. So this is internal rotation. External rotation be driving my knee out. So we want to come in here as far as I can on my own. From here, I'm going to put my hand on here, and I'm going to sit here in this position, my end range, for up to 2 minutes. And you can go longer if you want, but 2 minutes is kind of the minimum we'd like you guys to do. Now from here, I'm going to start driving. My hand becomes a wall, and I'm going to drive my knee into my hand. And I'm going to start building up tension, 10%, 20%, all the way up to my safest and greatest, almost like it's a dial on your radio, and I'm hitting every single number on that intensity knob, all the way up to my safest and greatest. And I'm going to hold that for 20 seconds. Now, as soon as I hit the 20 seconds, I'm going to start my rels contraction or my regressive contraction. So I'm going to try to pull my knee off my hand. So it's this, pulling down. And I can hold that for 20 seconds. After that happens, I'm going to put my hand back on here, try to pull a little bit deeper. I'm going to breathe like 3 to 5 times, and I'm going to repeat that cycle. So I'm going to drive in again. Again, knee drives into hand, but my hand doesn't let it move. Ramp up to my safest and greatest, hold for 20 seconds, and I'm going to pull off again. And then hand comes back down. Let myself calm down a little bit, let my brain kind of accept that new range. From there, right, then I'm going to go back out to axials to kind of tie in and save the work and utilize that range. So again, we go back to axials on both legs for about a minute, and then you guys will do the same thing on the other leg. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments and let us know how that goes.